Good evening everyone, and welcome back to the Brain Dead Game Down. Today, I'm taking a look at some Doom the Dark Ages music. Now, I've played the game, I've completed it a couple of times on Nightmare, and enjoyed my time with it. As much as I am disappointed that it's not the sequel that I was hoping for Doom Eternal, which is one of my favourite games of all time, I still had fun with it. The combat loop is fun. It's it's engaging once I figured out how to not have to use the fucking shield all the time. Like, sorry guys, I'm just throwing that out there. Like, you know, like once I got a bit more comfortable with honestly playing it a little more like Eternal, like which I'm only a little more. You know, like I put upgrades into like the speed, like I turned the movement speed all the way up to 150, like the game speed and all of that. And yeah, once I found my rhythm with it and I had a good time with it. And some of the music I found myself really getting into as well. Now, the game as a whole, I feel, is in a very awkward place because it had to live up to Eternal. And 2016, 2016, everyone loved. You know, it started off a whole new franchise of how the classic inspired, and it started out basically a whole new genre of classically inspired modern shooters. You know, that like were more about high octane action and stuff rather than Call of Duty linear stories and stuff. Like, it's just so. This game had so much to live up to, but then you come round to the soundtrack, and I'm going to get the elephant in the room out the way straight away before we start listening to this music. They were never going to beat Mick Gordon. Like, but I'm a musician, so like, as much as I love Mick Gordon and the music and all of that, I was always going to give this soundtrack its fair shot. And from what I've heard in the game, there's some good shit here. Is it going to live up to Mick Gordon? Probably not. But am I going to enjoy it? Probably. So if you come in here looking for someone to trash this soundtrack because, wow, it ain't Mick Gordon, wow. Yeah, well, tough shit. It fucked him over. You know, if you're gonna comment in my comment section about how it was his fault, you're not fully up to date on the story. It fucked him over. That's how it is. But that doesn't mean I shouldn't give the new artists a chance. You know, I'm sure Mick himself would say, give the new artists a chance. Like what did he say? He didn't quit Doom, he could quit a toxic client. I'm sure he still loves Doom, you know. But anyway, guys, so now that is said and out of the way, the elephant in the room has been put over there. We're going to crack on. We're going to listen to a few tracks from Doom the Dark Ages and see how they go. So I'm going to do From the Ashes, When the Shadows First Lengthened, and then Unchained Predator. So, come along for the ride. Let's have a bit of fun. Let's crack on. Yeah, okay. I remember this part. Okay, right. Now that I'm actually just sitting here and listening to it and not playing it. Oh, okay. This is, okay, I was about to say they're doing a good job of like carrying off Mick Gordon, you know, like doing a Mick Gordon style, but this is definitely more just metal, like classic metal. Oh, and then, okay, title screen music, I remember this. I like this. I really do like this. I really do. That's some cool riffage. Look, I said I was only going to mention the controversy at the start. I can't not mention Mick Gordon, you know, like when it comes to the music itself, because it is really good. Like this is like these riffs and everything. It's but at the same time, it feels very much like we have Mick Gordon at home in the production, and it honestly just makes me a little sad that id nerfed Mick so hard on the first two games with how much they allowed him to use guitar, because they kept saying no to the amount of guitar he wanted. But like there's so much guitar everywhere on this, like why did they nerf Mick? This is what I mean, because it just, I love it, but at the same time it makes me want more guitar on the original soundtracks, like Mick wanted, you know, like it, you know. That grandiose choir, like accentuation marks. Okay, was that the end? Okay, so that was the end of From the Ashes, and I'll just quickly pause it and say, like, some of the riffs in that sounded so good. Like the guitar itself, I have like no complaints about. Really, like the guitar is awesome, like it pushing riffs, like absolute banging riffs, all of them, like throughout that song, and there were a bunch of different points of use as well. But it's the rest of the production Which, do you know what? This is a prequel set in the Dark Ages, and the game, it has a lot. Well, there's a lot of tech, but like you're not as hands-on with it like you are in 2016 and Eternal. So I guess that like a less polished, produced, like it feels more raw. You know, like and I literally have the Doom 2016 soundtrack on vinyl over there. Listen to it a bunch, right? I love that soundtrack. So like in my brain, I'm trying to draw parallels and stuff, and you can tell they're within the same world. But the production, like, and this still feels like a AAA soundtrack, but the differences in production are stark. I'll just put it that way. Like we have Mick Gordon at home, you know, like it's, but anyway, carrying on. Whenever I hear that we have X at home meme, it makes me think of Eddie Murphy's like story in like Raw or Delirious, where he was asking, he'd always like, "Mum, can we go to McDonald's?" And she's like, "No, we have burgers at home. We had the Wonder Bread," you know, and end up like, I didn't even know what Wonder Bread was. Apparently, it's just a brand of bread in the US. But I remember that Eddie Murphy bit. Is this the menu music? This is I'm pretty sure this is the menu music, if I remember correctly. See, like, this sounds like it could be... In fact, this kind of does remind me of Eternal. This kind of reminds me of the menu music of Eternal. Honestly, so far, this does feel very much like what would happen if id had come to me and been like, "Yo, we giving you a budget, random guy, but you do the Doom Dark Ages soundtrack." I'd have been like, "Sweet, guitars, heavy guitars everywhere." Unchained Predator. Who let Diddy loose? Who let Diddy loose? Send Doom Guy after him. Oh, come on now. Come on now. Are you telling me that you can't like murder shit in a video game to this? In a video game, YouTube. In a video game. Oh, it's not finished. We're still going, guys. I thought that was going to be the end. I thought that was wrapping up. We are not. I really like how they've done like the visualization on this, though. You know, having, you know, the visualization like EQ bar being like the beam from the tower, I think is pretty cool. I do find it amusing though that they're making it look like the dragons are circling it, but they never go behind it. Keep an eye out. I think I've got a new criteria for rating Doom music. Does it sound like something that Doom Guy would be listening to in his helmet whilst he murders demons? If yes, it's good music and fits the game. And this definitely sounds like something that Doom Guy would be bopping around listening to whilst shield bashing people. Alright. Alright. when I can, when I have, when I had got the old but Mick Gordon at home out my system, I thoroughly enjoyed that. I say once I'd gotten past the differences, because at the end of the day, you can tell it is a different musician. And when you've had, look, Halo fans, how hard did Halo music drop off after Marty O'Donnell was no longer composing? You know, like it could have been way worse, I think is what I'm saying. Like this music is still like so far fucking good, heavy music, great, fits the world, all of that stuff. Once I can get past the obvious changes in production and like you know, it's not got Mick's fingerprints on it now, it's got Finishing Move's fingerprints. And definitely in that first song, it felt like they were trying to be Mick Gordon a little, you know, because which I don't think is too crazy. You're picking up a gauntlet that the man kind of didn't necessarily want to put down, and his fans definitely didn't want him to put down, but you have now had to pick it up. You've got to take it and run with it, you know? So to just instantly flip the script into something completely kind of different sounding would have been a bad move, I think. But the first couple of songs kind of felt like they had Mick Gordon influence in there, and then this one, like this Unchained Predator one, literally just feels like they were just like, all right, now's us, we're just gonna go heavy, like guitars, all this stuff. There's guitars all over this, which is honestly breaking my brain a little, remembering how much they said to Mick, no, we don't want guitars, like tone down the guitars, not as many guitars, even like telling him to remove a certain guitar riff that was a reference to Doom 2, you know, from Eternal, because it sounds too gamey. And now we've got this, which is just like full gamey. You know, like I'm not complaining because I love video games and I love music and I love video game music. So why you're making a video game? Why is gamey a fucking bad thing? You know, like it's just, and it's like, oh man, the guitars are so good. The guitars are so good in this. Like the guitars are great. That's what I pay attention to. And I'm definitely going to be checking out more. Do more videos like this. Do more, check out, maybe kind of not in order. Maybe I can check out a few different ones throughout the thing. Guys, if you have any recommendations, maybe I'll do it, like check them out in threes, you know. What 3 should I check out for Doom the Dark Ages next? You know? Anyway. Guys, like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't, subscribe for more like this, comment down below to join the discussion. Thank you very much for watching. I have been the Braindead Game Down, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.